a content partner.
No, we had a million content partners. I came all the way.
This just ain't no game, this just ain't words that I'm speeding. If you could see the thoughts that's in my head.
Attractive.
People are killing me with these fan edits of what they see as signs of Thanos' attraction to Trap on Love Cabin. The comment this video's response to said that people need to leave Thanos alone is 2025. It is 2025 and bisexuality does exist, so I do understand that comment. For me, whenever people reference the year that we're currently in, it really negates the reality that we're not as far as people want to believe that we are. As a society, we are not fully there when it comes to these conversations of men being attracted to other men. These heterosexual dating shows across the shows are a sign of that. Have very clear gender and sexuality norms that are embedded in our society, are embedded to us as people, and anyone who deviates from that is going to be a topic of conversation. You can actually just look at this from the context of the last 5 years, since the turn of the decade, since the pandemic. Carlton, a bisexual black man, went on the show called Love is Blind, and on one hand, he did share that he was bisexual. We saw how hard it was for him to admit that. I think in this particular situation, he was in the wrong because he didn't really give her an opportunity to really process how she felt about him disclosing his sexuality. The conversation always goes back to, why can't men be more honest? There are several factors to explore when we're thinking about that. The other reality is that some women are open to bisexual men and some women are not open to bisexual men. Regardless of how anyone feels about that, they are entitled to have their own preferences.
And there was one day where I think it just really hit home for me. And I realized and recognized that if I move forward with Marissa, every day I would be in a place where I would feel exhausted and overwhelmed. I don't want to change who she is. She deserves a person and a love that will embrace who she is fully as she is. I just felt that that person couldn't be me.
This is another example from Love is Blind. People question this man's sexuality because of the way he dressed and talked and acted. I think this whole thing of like clocking people's sexuality and clocking when they're not straight is something that people find very entertaining. Take out the morality of it, like just people find that entertaining. When we find out celebrities are not heterosexual, it becomes a big thing. It's big entertainment news. In the context of Love Cabin, it's interesting because they're exploring this on an urban show. Not only the fact that they're addressing their perceived understanding of his sexuality, but they're asking him in front of the people they think he's attracted to. It's messy, it's complicated. I stopped watching this show, I'm gonna start rewatching it. One, because I'm interested to see how this plays out. More importantly, I'm interested in watching the show because it's a direct response to the success of Love Island and the way Love Island is really influencing the current reality TV industry. I know we like to jump to it's 2025, nobody cares. The reality is that's not the truth. And the hard reality is I think if you go on a dating show, I don't think conversations about your sexuality is off limits. I hope that Thanos is okay with however this plays out. And even though these moments are inherently messy, I hope that we can see more bisexual representation moving forward. And I also hope that the needle moves forward so that men and women and everyone involved feels more comfortable having these conversations.